All right, fans, here you see the opening contest. He's got a little bit different look coming out, but with that gut, everybody knows it's the Bug.
The Bug has actually whipped himself into some pretty good condition, mostly known for that huge gut that he possesses. When he comes in, he's moving up the ladder of competition, and he's teaming up with, of all people, Dagon Briggs, managed by the Hot 7.
Seven, always very voluptuous coming out to ringside. Let's just hope for Bug's sake that Dagon doesn't get sick in the ring this week.
Dagon Briggs not happy that he's teaming up with the Bug. His partner Naftali was down working for Bobby Rogers, FOW, and he got stuck with Bug as a partner to face two of the most big fan favorites in IPW, Short Bus, Special Ed, and Corky.
I tell you what, we got our new tag team champions again in Wrongful Death, now 3-time tag team champions. Bug thought he'd get to go in here and defend the tag team belts with Dagon Briggs. Dagon told him, no way, let's just go in there and beat the hell out of these Short Bus kids. Let's see if these two can even get along, much less win the match.
You gotta give Wrongful Death a lot of credit. They lost the IPW Tag Team Championship to Frankie Capone and Python up in Deltona at Pine Ridge High School, and the very next night they lost the NWA Florida Tag Team titles to the Shane Brothers at the Florida Wrestleplex. But they come back strong. They once again won the IPW Tag titles, and you see Short Bus using each other as a battering ram of sorts to absolutely level Bug.
They're a double kick right to the midsection of Bug. Well, double Russian leg sweep, and Bug may be looking better, but right now he's definitely in the short end of the stick against a very popular Short Bus, quickly moving up the ranks here in IPW, and they may be in line for a tag team title shot of their own.
Everybody thinks that the Short Bus is basically the comedy relief of IPW. Yeah, they're over. Yeah, they're funny as hell, but the truth is, you got to take these two seriously. They could contend for the IPW Tag Team titles. They could gun it for the NWA Florida or Jersey All-Pro Tag Team titles held by the Shane Brothers. Right now, they're in there with Bug, who absolutely levels Corky with a big suplex.
Great suplex by Bug. Corky already had his shoulder hurting as he dove at Bug earlier and missed, ran that shoulder right into the ring post. These two guys have great teamwork, but if you got a limb taken out from under you, your shoulder's hurting, you're going to get taken advantage of, and Bug shows that he's becoming a veteran, taking quite an advantage. A nice chop right across the chest of Corky.
Once again, I got to put Bug over, man. You talk about a guy absolutely turning over in less than a month. He used to be, but he still resorts to grabbing the hair of Corky and pulling him down to the mat. But you talk about in 1 month, he went from about one of the pudgiest Pillsbury Doughboy-looking guys in IPW to he's whipping himself into condition. He's been in the gym, he's been tanning, he's been getting a lay to hell of a... Wait a second.
All right, Ron, let's not get in the other affiliates don't want to use us here. You see some teamwork there by Dagon Briggs and Bug. Bug was perched on the top rope, got a little bit of attention of Corky and Special Ed. Dagon Briggs comes right in and starts beating the hell out of Corky one more time. And right now, Ron, I'm going to let you take over as I'm just going to stare at Seven.
Are you staring at that beautiful cleavage and I happen to be staring at me right through the monitor?
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly. Dagon Briggs absolutely brings a huge knee right up into the midsection of Corky. Again, you got to take these guys a hell of a lot more serious than what people like Dagon Briggs, Naftali, and Bug decide to. They get in there and they think it's a night off. Naftali decides to go on tour on a night where he's got a match like this, and Dagon Briggs ends up with, he thinks, stuck with Bug as his partner. The truth is, Bug is a hell of a tag team partner. He could contend for the IPW Cruiserweight Championship at any time, held in that unified title by Justice.
I tell you what, Bug, you talk about him contending. Bug actually had a great match with Justice and Livewire, kept up with those two big high flyers. Some people said he couldn't do it, but he proved every single one of them wrong. What in the world was that?
I have absolutely no idea what you call it. I know it's not a lucha spot. I think it's a big kick up and over, drop him into a reverse DDT, Dagon Briggs style gimmick.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Absolutely.
Almost a 3 count there. Looks like Dagon Briggs didn't hook the leg, thought he had Corky, but we've seen Corky and Special Ed get beat up before. Every time you think these guys are out, they just keep coming back, and eventually in the end, they usually hit you with one of their finishing spots, including the bus driver by Corky.
Corky doesn't matter if he hits you with the bus driver. He don't care if he's getting used as a battering ram, and he don't care if his partner's coming off with a huge, big drop kick off the middle of the rope right in Dagon Briggs. Tomorrow night at the Chain of Lakes Civic Center in Winter Haven, Florida, you're going to see great action just like this. It's IPW's debut. Come on, Ed, hook the leg when you got him down. Like I was saying, tomorrow night, Chain of Lakes Civic Center in Winter Haven, Florida, IPW debuts. You're going to see a reverse 20-man battle royal where the last man on the outside of the ring is the winner. You're going to see the NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Heavenly Bodies, defending against the Shane Brothers. You're going to see some of the greatest competition. You're going to see the new IPW Heavyweight Champion, Agent Steel, the new champion IPW, defending against Rod Steel. That ought to be a hell of a match, Aaron.
Steel versus Steel. Rod Steel, I guess we won't say lucked into it. He's a hell of a competitor. But when that match was signed, it wasn't for the heavyweight title. But now with a brand new champion in Agent Steel, it is. And I tell you what, Special Ed taking it right to Dagon Briggs. This is what we were talking about, Ron. You can never count out a team like Short Bus. And here comes Special Ed. But no, Dagon Briggs showing that he isn't quite worn out as Ed thought he was. They're making the same mistake Dagon Briggs was making earlier about them.
It doesn't matter who it is on the IPW roster. The belts have been moving around a hell of a lot more lately. Mike Sullivan defeated Billy Fives up in Deltona at the Pine Ridge High School. Nice leg drop by Bug across the neck of Special Ed. Again, Jim Bragg with a very slow count, but for the age of 93 years old, he's right there and doing the best he can.
I tell you what, we all got to give credit to gentleman Jim Bragg. Most people are on respirators at his age, but he just keeps going and going. And there you see Corky. He didn't wait almost a 3 count there by Bog while Corky just sat in the corner. But there you see Corky going in, taking out Dagon Briggs on the outside, trying to turn this into a little melee. The crazier it gets, the better for Special Ed and Corky.
The more discombobulated this match is, the more... Wow! Bug with huge offensive maneuver right off of his right shoulder and drops Special Ed into a huge power bomb. Almost breaks his neck. Moments before that, he hits a huge fisherman's buster on him. And then he gets speared by Corky. And Special Ed with the 1-2-3. That's got to be considered a huge upset, Aaron.
Definitely a huge upset. Even without Naftali there, Dagon Briggs and Bugs are the veteran duo. Everybody thought going in they were the favorites. But once again, rising up the tag team ranks are Special Ed and Corky. They're known as the Short Bus. Fans, we're going to be back with more weekly recap in just a few minutes.